All right, coming up, trading hard hats for helmets.
Well, we're going to talk with some guests who are part of a program to help veterans find a new career. You're watching Fox 5's On the Hill.
And welcome back to Fox 5 News on the Hill. Helping veterans get retrained to enter the workforce. That is the main goal for a local organization.
Well, with us this morning to talk about the program that is successfully helping veterans move from the front line to the construction industry, we've got Bob Luckett, a Vietnam veteran who founded Veterans Next Mission, and Brian Mendez, a veteran of 14 years who is part of the program. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you. All right, so we start with the question, how did this begin? Because, you know, there is a wide tablet of organizations that are helping veterans right now, and that's a good thing. But where did you see a need, and which led to the creation of your organization?
Well, I was working as a consultant after I'd sold a construction company I'd had for several years. And during that time, we hired a company to deconstruct some houses. And in the process, I thought, you know, that'd be a great job for veterans. And the more I thought about it, and the more I processed it, I thought, why should we stop there? I can take my construction background and actually train them to do more than deconstruct and have a future in construction.
You know, one of the things that veterans seem to agree on is that when you come back from serving in a war zone, it's really hard to find purpose in your work and to kind of get up in the morning and feel like you're doing something that's meaningful when you have just left a situation that your life is on the line every day. How does this organization help you find some of that purpose that you need?
The teamwork, I think, is probably the best way to describe it, because a lot of vets come back and they don't have that sense of team. It's like a lot of them are just left alone. So yeah, the teamwork is pretty much it.
So it's something about being on a work crew where you have, you know, comrades, you're working together. It's similar to your experience. What is the situation out there when you're a veteran, you've served your country, and you come back here and now you're separated from the military of what you've known? When you're trying to enter this job market right now, and you're trying to put the skills, very, you know, important skills, into the job place right now, and you maybe do not necessarily find a good fit right.
Yeah, I mean, like my situation, I was infantry, so it was really hard for me to find like a desk job or something like that. Like, and I don't want to do security. I've done security work. I'm not really much of an office person. I prefer to be outside and stuff like that.
Neither am I. So we have that in common.
This is the only time we're at a desk all day. Yeah. Well, not always true, but
so you go through that, and you realize what it is you don't want to do, and then you look at what you do want to do.
I mean, I went to school, got a drafting degree with ITT Tech, which now is closed, but a lot of places require, you know, experience, not just education, and it was really hard. I applied for a lot, but it just wasn't set.
So you heard what Brian just said about experience versus and education. Bob, what do you do that helps these men and women who come home sort of be able to fill the role? Is there an education component? I mean, you can't just walk onto a construction site and do the job. So how do you help bridge that gap for these men and women?
We have some classroom. Most of it, there's practical experience on the job. I work with them. I typically show them what to do the first time, let them do it the second time under my supervision, and the third time, let them walk away and do it. Let them do it, come back and check it and critique it.
You know, Bob, one of the things we keep hearing from people is, you know, the need and the rightful need for veteran services. Something like what you're doing. You know, the government has a responsibility to veterans, but, you know, private sector has a responsibility to veterans as well, too. Is this the kind of thing you were doing right now, the kind of thing you're making possible? Is that better done by the private sector instead of the government?
I think 100% better.
Yeah.
We have ways in the industry of doing things that the textbooks type of processes that the government would use it really doesn't work. The foreign to what's actually happening on jobs. So they're getting the day-to-day experience that they need to take with them. It's a 4-year program. We pay them while they train, and I am preparing them to enter the workforce in the construction industry.
Right, and you found this to be worthwhile and life-changing?
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
All right.
Like, I didn't expect to hear from Bob when I applied, and I just, see what happens.
All right, well, let's put up the website again for others who may be interested in applying and learning more about this program, veteransnextmission.org. Bob Luckett, you started the program, a Vietnam vet yourself, and Brian Mendez, you are part of the program. So we are very thankful to have you both on to share this story with us. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.